Well, good day to you, YouTubians. Thanks for visiting the page if this is your first time, and appreciate anybody who's come back for my little story of the day. So, as you can see, Attack of the Clones. This is not a brand name knife. Okay, backstory. I did a knife deal with a guy I've built up a friendship with online. That's one thing that's great about this group, this community, this hobby, is that there's some really nice people out there. So anyway, I'm talking. We end up making a deal on a knife, and as a little surprise, he sent me this along with it, because we had been talking about a certain brand of knife and this and that, and there's these things out there that are clones, and I said, I don't know if I want to get involved, and so anyway, this is what he sent me along with the piece that I purchased. Okay, so some of you may be familiar with this shape. This knife is the other side. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Show you some details and the underneath. I believe this is supposed to be carbon fiber. And I believe this is supposed to be titanium on this side. And there's your centering. So, at first I thought, wow, this looks okay. Let me see how it flicks. Again, let's see if it works. Rock solid. Lockup is there. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, it's got a ways to go. You can see how they ground off the interface where the lock bar meets it. I don't think there's no lock stick. And if I do the shaky thing, it goes down pretty easy. Now, I just got this yesterday, so I haven't had much time to play with it or test it or use it. I have cut paper, and I have to say this thing came razor sharp. I did a little research and seen all different kinds of reviews, but basically, for the money, you're getting a really good product. Now, the things that I learned is that this is not a counterfeit, because and this may be, I don't know, just getting around the thing, but it doesn't have a company's logo on it. It's not like they're trying to say, hey, here's this certain brand, here's this certain style, and here's the logos on it to deceive people. No, they're just saying this is our interpretation of this design. Or, if you will, I did a little review a little while ago on these things. This looks like a name brand knife that's made in the USA, that's been around for a long time, and this pattern is called a trapper. There's 3 blades in it. Again, check out my other video. It's a brand called Rough Rider. So, is that a counterfeit? No, they're branding it their own thing, even though this one is branded, this one's not branded. But they're paying homage, they're a tribute to the style of knife. Again, I'm not saying if it's right or wrong. You might have strong feelings one way or another, but for me, I'm like blown away. Feels great. It's a big honker. I mean, it's like 9 inches long if I measure it, but I did measure it. It was 9 inches. Feels great. I mean, the fit and finish is fantastic. Some other people made comments about this knife being made overseas, obviously, but, oh, it's like in the same factory as some other high-end knives that sell for lots and lots and lots of money. So, anyway. I also saw a few people say, gee, that's a great knife, but it's too big and too heavy to carry every day. And I'll agree to that with some point, but I also carry this on the weekends, which is a Spyderco Shaman. And okay, it's a little bit smaller. It's probably a little bit narrower. Actually, it's a good deal narrower. But what surprised me was I thought that the weight was going to be a lot different. And it's not off that much. Let me do my handy dandy little weigh machine here. And you can see that this guy comes in at 5.172 ounces, 173, zeroed out. Here's the big monster, 5.781. So you're a few tenths of an ounce off. I was, pleasantly surprised. Now, let's talk about steel. The other thing that people commented on a lot on these different videos I watched was that the steel in these is advertised as D2 steel, which, okay, D2, it's not 15V like this bad boy, but bottom line is it's a heck of a lot less. Okay, so they advertised it as D2, but then some people had said, oh, it's actually the chrome, the CR, MO, I don't know what it is, what alphabet, what numbers, but it's a less thing. And that was from a while ago, and then other people commented and said, oh, it's not like that anymore. They've adjusted the steel and it's better. I don't know. Did they, didn't they? I'm not sure, but bottom line is it seems pretty good. So I'm going to keep this for a while, and I'll just show you a paper cut here, and we'll see how it holds up. But that is, again, that's maybe the 10th or 15th time I've cut paper with it since I've got it last night. I'm just really blown away. It's a big honking knife. I mean, again, I have like large size gloves. Big, mediums, or small, large size glove is what I would. There's me choked up on it. There it is all the way in the back. The jimping is aggressive. I can feel it. If I was using this for a lot of cutting tasks, I would hope that I have gloves on. And I think that's kind of what this is made for. Is these are not, every day let's slice 100 boxes. This is a tool that, guys in precarious positions in combat and so on supposedly carry to protect themselves and, do damage if attacked. And I would not doubt it. I've seen some videos of people beating on these, and the amount of abuse it takes is unbelievable. And I've always felt that way about my Shaman as well. This is I'm not that hard on knives, but I feel like if I ever had to really do some hard use with this thing, it would hold up well. Quick side note. You might have noticed these little skins on here. These are made by a company called Rips Garage. R-I-P-P-S, Rips Garage. They, sorry for the mess. They are very well known to some people to make scales, titanium, etc. For people. I've never justified spending the extra money for really nice scales, but I didn't like these G10 scales on here because they were too slippery for me. And then I saw these. They're like 20 bucks a set. They fit beautifully. And I'll tell you one thing, their customer service is fantastic because by mistake, they sent me out the wrong piece. I emailed them. They responded like in a half an hour. We're so sorry. We're going to send you out new ones. They sent me out new ones. They come with either holes just here on the other side or here and here for location for you. And I like to carry it with tip down on these bigger knives for the PM2 in this. But I said, gee, close, but I really wanted those. I think I put that on my order. And again, within a half an hour. We're really sorry again. Here you go. And she even sent me some extra pieces as an apology. So I think her name was Danielle. So if you get a chance to do business with Rips, do it with confidence. They're great, great people. So, okay, that's my story for you today. Again, what's your feelings? Is it wrong to support a company? I think they're called Ethan Grow, something like that. Ethan Grow, I don't know. But they have this and a few other different versions out there. Have you heard good or bad? Is this thing going to blow up my hand if I do try to use it hard? Everything I've seen so far has basically said nice things about it, positive, responses. So anyway, oh, okay, I did it again. I blabbed too much. Thanks for watching. If you want to like it, feel free. If you want to subscribe, that's great. And thank you to the people that have subscribed. I'm touched. But again, we're not in for the money, so just keep coming back and checking us out, and hopefully we'll bring you a little bit of joy. Peace.